University Challenge. Asking the questions, more learning.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge. We're still in round one of this year's competition, and making their first of what they hope will be many appearances tonight are teams from the third oldest college in Cambridge and the oldest university in Scotland. They need to win this match to be certain of playing again, though this round does have a repechage, which gives a second chance to the 4 highest scoring losing teams. Pembroke College, Cambridge was founded by Marie de St Pol, widow of the Earl of Pembroke, on Christmas Eve 1347. Since then, the many generations of students that have passed through its doors have included Edmund Spencer, William Pitt the Younger, and more recently, the actors Naomi Harris and Tom Hiddleston. It's acquired a chapel that was the first significant work by Christopher Wren and a bowling green that apparently has a very distinctive rub, but is yet to get its hands on the University Challenge trophy. Let's meet the team hoping to change that this year.
Hi, I'm Hebe Robertson. I'm originally from Oxfordshire and I'm studying classics.
Hi, I'm Arvin Baragi. I'm from Orpington in London and I study medicine.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Timothy Hall. I'm from Singapore and I'm studying maths.
Hello, I'm Rory Maloney. I'm from Gosford in Essex and I'm studying natural sciences.
St Andrews was officially granted university status in 1413 by exiled anti-pope Benedict XIII. In the 1870s, it notably introduced a unique and influential qualification for women, intended to be equivalent in standard to the MA degree they weren't at the time allowed to take. It was known as the LLA, standing for Lady Literate in Arts, and women who took it included the nurse Violetta Thurston and the journalist Marie Imant. In this competition, St Andrews has one series title to its name. Let's meet the team, hoping to win it another this year.
Hi, I'm Barney Young. I'm from London and I'm studying for a Masters in Classics.
Hi, I'm Rowan Pelfrey. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm studying for a Master's in Museum and Heritage Studies.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Harry Howard. I'm from Rayleigh in Essex and I'm studying for a Master's in Animal Behaviour.
Hi, I'm Hugo Shaw. I'm from Merthley in Perthshire and I'm studying Arabic and Persian.
OK, guys, welcome. It's nice to see you all. You do look absolutely terrified, so I think we should crack on with it, shall we? Fingers on buzzers. Here is your first start of a 10. Good luck. What year of the Gregorian calendar saw all of the following? The proclamation that established Italy as a kingdom with Victor Emmanuel...
St Andrews Shaw.
1869.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You can hear more of the question, Pembroke. As a kingdom with Victor Emmanuel II as its monarch, the edict issued by Alexander II that abolished serfdom in much of the Russian Empire, and the official outbreak of the US Civil War a month after the inauguration of Abraham Lincoln.
Pembroke Baragi.
1861.
It is 1861, yes. Well done. Your bonus is, Pembroke, 3 questions on films whose titles all begin with the same contraction. In each case, name the film from the description. First, a 2021 satirical sci-fi film in which 2 astronomers, played by Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio, tried to warn an unconcerned world of its impending annihilation in the shape of a Mount Everest-sized comet hurtling towards them.
Don't Look Up.
Yes. Secondly, based on an award-winning off-Broadway play, a 2011 docudrama about the experiences of US military personnel affected by a now-repealed federal government policy regarding the disclosure of sexual orientation.
Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Yes. And finally, adapted from a short story by Daphne du Maurier, Nicholas Roeg's 1973 horror film starring Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie as 2 grieving parents who travel to an off-season Venice.
Got nothing.
Don't give up.
Don't Give Up.
No. Don't look now. Fingers or buzzers, here's another starter at 410. Rheopectic, pseudoplastic, dilatant and thixotropic are terms used to describe subtypes of what broad class of substances whose viscosity...
Pembroke Ho.
Fluids.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Changes in response to applied stress or force. Examples include ketchup, which becomes thinner when shaken, and cornstarch water suspensions, which harden under sudden impact.
St Andrews Howard.
Gels.
No, I needed non-Newtonian fluids. Bad luck. We just need a bit more detail. Bad luck. Another starter question. In economics, what adjective is used to describe goods that consumers buy less of as their income increases? Historically, this word preceded Britannia in the name of the Roman province administered from what is now York.
St Andrews Howard.
Inferior.
It is inferior. Well done, yes. Your bonuses, St Andrews, are on the 3rd millennium BCE. The period around 3000 BCE saw the flourishing of complex societies with monumental architecture at Caral and Aspero in the Norte Chico region of which Latin American country?
Speak normal.
Maybe Mexico is quite big.
I think, isn't it? Peru?
No, it's Central America and Central America.
Yeah, Mexico?
Mexico, Guatemala.
Mexico?
Bad luck, it was Peru. The year 2781 BCE saw the rising of which bright star on the first day of the first month of the Egyptian calendar? This rare event possibly resulted in the inception of the Egyptian calendar system.
Bright star.
Sirius. Yeah.
Sirius?
Yes, it is. Well done. 2500 BCE is the approximate date of the beginnings of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, sites in a civilization named after what major river?
Nominate Shaw?
The Indus.
It is in the Indus Valley. Well done. Let's start the question. Which figure from Greek myth is the subject of a painting of around 1914 by Odilon Redon that depicts her, according to the Met Museum, in a state of perfect innocence and surrounded by flowers like Eve in the Garden of Eden? A work by Henry Howard shows the assembled gods endowing her with all their gifts.
Pembroke Maloney.
Pandora?
It is Pandora. Well done. 3 questions at Pembroke on taxonomy. Though it has since been adapted considerably, modern taxonomy remains based on the biological classification system set up by which Swedish botanist in his 1735 work Systema Naturae?
Nominate Baraghi.
Linnaeus.
Yes, Carl Linnaeus, well done. Related to the concept of embranchement, introduced by Cuvier, but later renamed by Ernst Haeckel, which taxonomic rank was added to the Linnaean system to fall below kingdom and above class? Examples of this rank include arthropods and mollusks.
Phylum.
Yes. Creating a higher order of classification than existed previously, the domain was introduced by which US scientist, alongside Otto Candler and Mark Wheelis, as part of their reorganisation of the tree of life into bacteria, archaea and eukaryotes?
Woza? That sounds right, yeah.
Nominate Baraghi.
Woza.
Yes, Carl Rosa, well done. It is indeed. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a geological map made using information from the Stone Federation of Great Britain. The blue areas represent locations of a naturally occurring building stone in the UK. For 10 points, tell me what sedimentary rock that is.
Pembroke Maloney.
Slate?
No, you can have a bit more time, St Andrews, but you may not confer.
St Andrews Howard.
Marble?
It's limestone. We'll take your picture bonuses in a moment. In a major entomology textbook of 1990, of which political thinker did the biologist E.O. Wilson say, quote, he was right, it is just that he had the wrong species? Wilson's comment was in reference to the highly...
Pembroke Barangay.
Mao.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. To the highly stratified society of ants, in which the needs of the colony are placed above those of the individual.
St Andrews Howard.
Marx?
It is Karl Marx, yes. Your picture bonuses then, St Andrews. For your picture starter, that showed the distribution of limestone in the UK. Your picture bonuses are 3 more maps showing the geographical distribution of building stone in the UK. 5 points for each type of stone you can identify. First, this igneous rock.
So igneous rock. It
Basalt.
could be sort of basalt
It's
or
definitely around Aberdeenshire. Yeah.
basalt.
No, that's granite. Second, this metamorphic rock.
So metamorphic is, it could be marble.
Go for it then.
Marble?
No, that's slate. Finally, this sedimentary rock.
Sedimentary rock, limestone, sandstone. Could be sandstone. Sandstone?
Yes, it is sandstone. Well done. Now let's start the question. Taken from the Yolngu language, the word yidaki refers to a type of musical instrument known in English by what name? Made from eucalyptus trunks hollowed out by termites.
St Andrews Shore.
Didgeridoo.
It is the didgeridoo, yes, well done. 2 questions for you, St Andrews, on artworks within artworks. Completed in the 1650s and featuring a tapestry in its background based on a work by Titian, Las Hilanderas, or The Spinners, is a painting by which artist?
Velasquez.
Sure. Yeah. Nominate Shaw.
Velasquez.
Yes. Featuring a version of Washington crossing the Delaware by the German artist Emanuel Leutzer as a critique of the excessive anti-German sentiment in America at the time, Daughters of Revolution is a 1932 work by which US artist, one of the foremost members of the regionalist movement?
Any idea?
1932 US artist.
Was what's his name? Grant. Is he there? No, as in the Grant Woods, like the American Gothics.
Yeah,
Go for that, yeah.
Grant.
No, I can't accept that, I'm afraid. His name is Grant Wood, and I need the surname. Bad luck. Including one of his own earlier paintings in the background, Self-Portrait with the Yellow Christ is a work by which French artist? It is thought to be one of the last paintings he completed before his first visit to Tahiti.
French artist.
It's that's gonna kill me.
Ang? Go for that. Or like Delacroix, David. Yeah. Try Delacroix. David, yeah.
Delacroix.
It is going to kill you. Let's go again. Let's go again.
Oh.
Now, let's start a question. I need the title of a work here. Quote, now why should that man have fainted? But he did, and right across my path by the wall, so that I had to creep over him every time.
St Andrew's Shore.
L'étranger.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. These are the final words of which short story whose narrator is confined to one room, a former nursery, on the top floor of a...
Pembroke Robertson.
The yellow wallpaper.
It is the yellow wallpaper. Well done. Your bonuses are on people buried in Geneva's Cimetière des Plains Palais, or Cemetery of Kings, sometimes called the Genevan Pantheon, reserved for those who've contributed to Genevan cultural improvement. Name each from the description. First, a British scientist, pioneer of electrochemistry and president of the Royal Society. His achievements include discovering nitrous oxide's anesthetic properties, isolating several elements, including sodium and potassium, and the invention of a namesake safety lamp.
Is this Davy? Have I hallucinated that?
Davy?
Yeah.
Davy.
Correct, yes. Secondly, a South American poet, author and essayist whose works include the short story collections Fictions, The Aleph and Labyrinths.
Dominique Boraghi.
Borges.
Yes. And finally, a French theologian and leading figure of the Reformation whose work, Institutes of the Christian Religion, is central to the theology of Reformed churches.
Calvin.
Yes, it is Calvin. Well done. Let's start the question. In molecular biology, what short word can follow nano to describe a synthetic lipid bilayer stabilised by protein scaffolds? In astronomy, the same word can follow accretion to describe a mass of...
St Andrew's Howard.
Disc.
It is disc. Well done. Your bonuses, St Andrews, are 3 questions on mythology. Variously described as a giant or as a hairy man, Pan-Gu emerged from a cosmic egg or chaos egg and is the first being in the mythology of what country or civilization?
I think it's like Yoruba, so like, I can't remember exactly. It might be Mayan. Oh, yeah,
I don't think it's Polynesian.
What did you say?
Could be
Is it?
Mayan?
It's not Chinese. Is it?
Do you want to say
Yeah.
Mayan?
Mayan.
Now, bad luck, it was Chinese.
Oh.
Bad luck. Which saviour hero of Chinese myth is known as the Great, or Tamer of the Flood, and was the legendary founder of the First Imperial Dynasty? I need you to spell his 2-letter name.
Shu the engineer or something like that. You don't know what the first 2 letters, is it? I can't remember how you spell it. XU maybe?
Go for that, yeah.
Nominate Young.
Chu, XU.
Can't accept that. No, it's U-Y-U. Bad luck. According to myth, Sang-je, that's C-A-N-G-J-I-E, was an imperial official who invented what enduring and distinctive attribute of Chinese civilization? Archaeologically speaking, these are closely associated with the term oracle bones.
Just like turtle shells. Turtle shells. Sorry,
The
maybe it's
writing
writing.
system,
Yeah,
yeah.
go with the writing system, yeah.
Writing.
Yes, Chinese characters or writing, really. Let's start the question now. It's a music round. For your music starter, you're going to hear a work of orchestral music. For 10 points, I need you to name its composer.
Pembroke Ho.
Prokofiev.
No, you can hear a bit more St Andrews, but not too much, even though it is nice.
St Andrew's Pelfrey.
Bernstein?
No, it's George Gershwin. We'll take your bonuses when we get the next starter right. Karakalpak is the official language of an autonomous republic.
St Andrew's Shore.
Uzbekistan.
Well done, it was indeed. That puts you in the lead, St Andrews. For your music starter, you heard George Gershwin's An American in Paris, which features taxi horns in its orchestration. For your bonuses, 3 more pieces of classical music that evoke automobiles. 5 points for each composer you can name. First, the French composer of this 1905 piece about an omnibus crash.
Is that the right? No, it's in 1905 though. Yeah, go for it. Go.
Nominate Pelfrey.
Bizet?
No, it's Eric Satie. Secondly, the composer of this 1918 opera.
Elgar Britain.
Elgar Britain.
Yeah.
Them two, which one?
Any preference? Yeah, go Elgar maybe.
Elgar.
No, that was Puccini. Finally, this American composer.
Glass.
No, that was John Adams. Short Ride in a Fast Machine. Now let's start the question. In Hindu mythology, Devaki is the mother of which major deity? Born in Mathura in present-day Uttar Pradesh, although he was raised by the cowherd Nanda and his wife Yasoda. He is often depicted as a cowherd or playing the flute and is...
Pembroke Baraghi.
Krishna?
Yes, it is. Well done. 2 questions for you, Pembroke, on a scientist and writer. Born on Boxing Day in 1780, which Scottish scientist's books include the best-selling work for general audience on the connection of the physical sciences? She gives her name to a formerly women-only college of the University of Oxford.
Somerville? Was that? No. What did Margaret Thatcher go to? I think... I say Somerville.
Nominate Baraghi.
Somerville?
It is Somerville, as in Mary Somerville. Well done. Along with Caroline Herschel, Somerville was one of the first women to be elected an honorary member of which learned society? I need either a 3-word answer or a 3-letter abbreviation here.
Royal Society of... I mean, Herschel was an astronomer.
Yeah, of astronomy. Yeah. RSA.
RSA?
Yeah.
RSA?
No, I can't accept that, I'm afraid. It's the Royal Astronomical Society, or the RAS. Somerville's work also includes a notable translation of which French mathematician's 5-volume Celestial Mechanics? She added substantial explanatory notes and diagrams to the original text, which was published between 1799 and 1825.
Kepler, presumably.
No, this is German.
He's
Oh,
French.
sorry, French.
Yeah, French.
French
1800-ish.
guy.
Astronomer.
I don't know. Can't think of it.
Dirac? Is that?
No,
is that too late?
no.
Name a French scientist. That's just...
I'm blanking right now. Laplace.
It is Laplace. Not bad giving you a blanking. Well done. Now start the question. Answer as soon as your name is called, giving the names of either of the 2 living species found within the genus Pan, both of which are native...
St Andrews Howard.
Chimpanzees.
Yes, the other one was bonobos. You'd have been annoyed if you didn't get that one, Harry. Your bonuses are on works created for the Stuttgart Ballet. In 1965, John Cranko created a ballet version of which Russian verse novel about Tatiana's relationship with the title character? Although his ballet is set to music by Tchaikovsky, it does not use any music from Tchaikovsky's operatic interpretation of the novel.
Nominate Barney.
Nominate Jan.
Anna Karenina?
No, that's Pushkin's Eugene Onegin. John Neumeier created a 1978 ballet of which novel by Alexander Dumas fils, which had earlier been adapted by Frederick Ashton as Marguerite and Armand?
Master and Margarita.
That's not right.
Wait. Yeah? Maybe. Nominate Pelfrey. Anyway.
Nominate Pelfrey.
The Master and Margarita?
No, it's the Lady of the Camellias. In 1962, 3 years prior to Kenneth Macmillan's celebrated version for the Royal Ballet, Cranko created a version of which Prokofiev ballet, itself an adaptation of a play by Shakespeare?
12. Midsummer Night's Dream to Mendelssohn.
Yeah, okay.
No, 12. Yeah, go for it. Go.
Yeah, 12th Night.
You choose, yeah.
12th Night.
No, it's Romeo and Juliet. Let's start the question. Which philosopher wrote the following? Wovon man nicht sprechen kann, darüber muss man schweigen. Often translated as whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent. It is the closing proposition of his Tractatus Logico Philosophicus.
Pembroke Baraghi.
Wittgenstein.
Had to be Wittgenstein, didn't it? Yes. Your bonuses are on Diogenes Laertius's work, Lives of the Eminent Philosophers. In each case, name the scholar from Laertius's description of their connection to Socrates. First, he would take part in conversations with Socrates until the latter induced Alcibiades or Crito to buy his freedom. From then on, he studied philosophy as a free man.
This is my nightmare. I can't think of any of them who were like freed.
Is it any just one of the dialogues, or they're just named after guys?
They are, but no, I can't. It's not Plato and it's not Xenophon.
Come on.
Phaedo or something? I don't.
Nominate Baraghi.
Phaedo?
Yes. Secondly, he was the first to note down Socrates' words, which he published under the title Memorabilia. He was also the first philosopher to write a work of history.
Nominate Robertson.
Xenophon.
Yes. And finally, he presents his own views through 4 characters, and even when Socrates and Timaeus are speaking, it is his views that are being laid down. And to indicate which views are false, he introduces characters who are refuted.
Plato.
It is Plato, yes. Let's start the question. Listen carefully. In the works of Shakespeare, who is the only title character to appear as a ghost in the play named after him? This character...
St Andrews Young.
Hamlet.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. This character is murdered in Act 3, Scene...
Pembroke Robertson.
Julius Caesar.
It is Julius Caesar. The ghost in Hamlet is bad. Your bonuses are on a historical polity in the Low Countries. Founded by the Benedictine monk Notker, which prince bishopric was annexed by France after the Happy Revolution? It gives its name to a French-speaking province of Belgium.
Oh, I think Liège is like the main bishopric in former Belgium.
Yeah. Liège?
Yes. The Prince Bishops of Liège held joint sovereignty over which city, now near the Dutch border with Belgium, that gives its name to the Foundation Treaty of the European Union?
Maastricht? Yeah.
Maastricht.
Yes. Which duchy held the joint sovereignty of Maastricht with the Prince Bishopric of Liège? Ruled in the past by the House of Regenaar, this duchy's cities include Leuven, Antwerp and Brussels.
Brabant?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nominate Baraghi.
Brabant?
Yes, it is. Well done. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you will see an 18th century painting. For 10 points, simply name the artist.
St Andrews Shore.
Waterhouse.
No, you may not confer, but someone have a guess if you want to.
Pembroke Barangay.
Constable?
No, that was by Watteau. We'll take your picture bonuses in a moment. Referring to part of the human cardiovascular system, what word is represented by the letter P for papa in the medical abbreviations PE, CPR?
Pembroke Barangay.
Pulmonary?
Yes, it is. Well done. For your picture starter, you saw the Embarkation for Cythera by Watteau, whose works are often cited as typifying the Rococo. Your picture bonuses are Rococo-influenced paintings by artists who worked in Britain for at least part of their career. 5 points for each painter you can identify. First, this artist, who, according to critic Jonathan Jones, saw the potential radicalism beneath Rococo's flouncy surface.
Oh, God, this is such a guy.
It looks kind of like the one with the swing. Do we know who did that?
Fragonard.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Nominate Baraghi.
Fragonard?
No, it's Gainsborough. Second, this self-portrait, the artist's paintings have been said to be Rococo in tone and approach, though her figures are given neoclassical poses and draperies.
I mean, Cassatt.
Cassatt? Well, I think that's too late.
It's
That's
not later, but I mean,
Impressionist, but we
yeah,
just say
it's-
Cassatt.
Cassatt.
No, that was Angelica Kaufman. Finally, this artist, described as having created the aesthetic foundation of British Rococo art.
So who's left? Who's left of...
British.
And British. What the name of the guy is?
Constable.
We've written
it's
it's
not-
just come
it's
up.
not Constable.
Gainsborough? No, Gainsborough. Does that come up?
No, that was the first
Oh, it
answer.
was,
Come
yeah.
on.
No, we'll pass.
It's Hogarth. Let's start a question. British driver Louis Foster was Rookie of the Year, and Alex Palou was the 2025 champion of which racing series established in 1996. Earlier in 2025, Palou also became the first ever Spanish driver to win this series' signature race, held annually in a Midwestern US state capital.
St Andrews Shore.
NASCAR.
No,
Pembroke Barangay.
Indianapolis?
no, can't accept that. It's IndyCar, is what I needed to hear. Bad luck. Let's start a question. What initial letter links the short form name of all of these countries? The smallest neighbouring country of Vietnam, the largest island of the Caribbean, and the 2 countries that border Panama.
Pembroke Ho.
C.
It is C, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Pembroke, are on biological terms, all 3 of which end in the same 3 letters. Give each term from the description. First, the mixture of DNA, RNA and proteins that comprise the genetic material contained within the nucleus of a cell.
Just genome? Is that the word?
Genome.
No, it's chromatin. Secondly, another name for vitamin B7, which helps the body break down fats and carbohydrates.
Biotin?
Biotin.
Yes. Finally, the filament-forming protein that is the primary component of human hair and fingernails.
Wait, no, keratin. Sorry.
Keratin.
It is keratin, yes. Let's start the question. The German term Welterbe is typically translated into English as what two-word phrase, which appears alongside Welterbe and its French translation in the logo of a selection committee operated by UNESCO?
St Andrews Helmet.
World Heritage?
It is World Heritage, yes. Your bonuses are on novels which have titles that begin with the same two words. Telling the story of several attempts to establish a Catholic diocese in New Mexico, Death Comes for the Archbishop is a 1927 novel by which American writer, whose other works include My Antonia and The Song of the Lark?
Willa Cather.
Nominate Pelfrey?
Willa Cather.
Yes, the 1944 novel Death Comes as the End, set in Thebes in the year 2000 BCE, with a plot that concerns the many deaths in the household of a priest called Imhotep, is the work of which British writer? Come on.
Pass.
It's Agatha Christie. The 2011 P.D. James novel Death Comes to Pemberley is a continuation of which novel of 1813?
No, I didn't.
No.
Are we?
No.
No.
Is it in Austin?
Yeah.
Is it in Austin?
Go for like Pride and Prejudice. Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice?
It is Pride and Prejudice, well done. That's out of the question. The term sarissa refers to a long pike introduced into the army of which kingdom in the 4th century BCE, a period when it came to dominate much of mainland Greece to its south?
St Andrews Shore.
Thessaly.
No.
Pembroke Maloney.
Thebes.
No, it's Macedon. Let's start the question. Though it may have been in use decades earlier in the world of engineering, what common term in computer science is popularly attributed to Admiral Grace Hopper in reference to the removal of a moth?
Pembroke Barangay.
Bugs.
Yes, we'll accept that. Well done. Your bonuses then, Pembroke. 3 questions on place names. Meaning east of the barrier, the Kanto Plain is the largest area of lowland in its country and the location of which national capital?
Well, Japan, presumably, because that's the Kanto region.
Yeah.
Japan.
No, I asked for the city, so I needed to hear Tokyo. The Kanto, or Kwantung Army, was a Japanese military force that controlled the puppet state of Manchukuo until it was overwhelmed by which country's army in 1945?
USSR?
Was it China?
Did we want, because like you said.
Oh, I think, yeah, actually, the Soviet, yeah, the USSR, actually.
USSR.
Yes. Named after an area with a name meaning west of the barrier, Kansai International Airport is located in a bay that shares its name with which major Japanese city?
This is Osaka.
Osaka.
It is Osaka, yes. That's our question. And at the gong, St Andrews have 90 and Pembroke have 180. It was so tight for about the first 20 minutes. And then in the last 10 minutes, they just ran away with it. And I don't think that scoreline at all reflects how incredibly close that competition was. Thank you so much for playing, guys. It's brilliant to have you with us and playing up against a very strong team. Pembroke, that was so confident. But just once or twice, I think you need to listen to the question ever so slightly more closely because you've got the knowledge but don't always get the points you deserve. But well done. We shall see you again. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it is goodbye from St Andrews.
Bye.
Goodbye.
It is goodbye from Pembroke College, Cambridge.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.